This conference will now be recorded.
Good evening, this is Jack from Charting the Markets, and this is the Bigger Picture webinar for Wednesday, the 25th of September. My disclaimer, I do this for educational purposes only. I'm here to share my technical analysis with you. I hope you can take some of what I'm doing and learn from it, transfer it to your own charts. I'm not here to issue trading signals. Right. Okay, yes, I'm still crawling upwards, still got a very nice looking double top, still hasn't broken down. No current negative divergence in Q. Decent looking double top, but we trickled up a bit today, and it is less good than it was earlier. So no current negative divergence, but we could actually set some up now. On RTY, this still looks like a bull flag. Still forming, still making lower lows. We'll see. But if this breaks up, then obviously that might be while the other indices were breaking up further as well. YM, nice looking double top, which has broken down slightly today, not followed through so far, but if it does, it's going to have a target in about the 41,800 to 850 area. DAX and STX, DAX looks as though it's heading towards a retest of this high, and the STX looks as though it may well be doing the same with the equivalent high. All right, let's have a look at the bigger picture charts. Now, I did a post today, and I was talking about the SPX ADP. This is a pretty reliable indicator, but sometimes, of course, you trickle along like this while it's trickling higher, or you make a higher high. At the moment, it's showing no signs of that, but of course, SPX isn't actually going down. But what this does generally deliver is either a retracement or a period of consolidation, and that tends to be pretty consistent. And that's also the same with the volume spike we got last Friday. Now, nothing is 100% on these things, but these two together are a pretty good indicator that we are about to see some retracement or a period of consolidation where the market doesn't really go anywhere for 2 or 3 weeks. We will see. In terms of the short term, nice looking double top on SPX still. Hang on one second. Was that updated at the end of the day? Yeah, it is. Right. 15-minute chart. The RSI 14 sell signal made target today. In effect, RSI 14 sell signal has fixed. The last one failed, of course. Not a particularly strong one here either. On NDX, NDX has gone a bit higher today. On the hourly chart, we've got a possible 60-minute sell signal brewing. A lot of divergence, but it's still been trickling higher, making slightly higher highs. We will see. Decent looking double top here. On Dow, we saw some retracement today. We've got this double top here, and we've broken down slightly below it. Don't know how much I'm going to be reading into that. The RSI 14 sell signal on the 15-minute main target, and the weak RSI 14 sell signal on Dow is performing at the moment but hasn't made target yet. We've got this overall rising wedge, which has me wondering whether we're going to be heading down towards the wedge support. We haven't got any pattern to support that at the moment. All right, let's have a look at the IWM chart. IWM looks like a flag. Not a great quality flag, but not an awful flag either. 15-minute made target, and the RSI 14 sell signal has made the possible near miss target as well. So that's pretty much down to the downside. In terms of the daily chart, not really expecting to see a test of the daily middle band, but in the event that we do go a bit lower, it's not that far below now, currently in the 215.21 area. All right, let's have a look at DAX. DAX looks like it's topping out. Very nice looking nested double top setup. Nikkei went a little higher, but is basically between the 50 DMA and 200 DMA on the downside and the 100 on the upside. If we are going to see a significant period of consolidation, I'd expect that resistance to probably hold for a while. All right, let's have a look at the DX chart. Okay, DX, possible double bottom here. Waiting to see if that delivers. The double bottom actually has moved because the double bottom resistance is now here in the 101.25 area. Waiting to see whether that delivers, which I think it might well. We will see. All right, let's have a look at ZB. Okay, sorry, I'm just saving that and it's taking a little while to save. Let's have a look at that on the bigger picture, US dollar on the bigger picture charts. Okay, let's have a look at DX first. RSI 14's buy signal fixed. We were brewing a buy signal here potentially, but we lost divergence on it. We've got a very nice looking double bottom. We had a very nice move up off the low this morning, fueled by a 60-minute sell signal on USD, which has made target by the end of the day. We've got a week RSI 5 buy signal fixed on the index and an RSI 14 buy signal fixed. I am wondering whether this means that this double bottom actually might play out. We will see. All right, let's have a look at the ZB chart. ZB, trickling down here. We made the double bottom target in no particular hurry, and we're testing the monthly pivot of support 123.23 area. Looking at the bigger picture on that, TNX has an hourly sell signal, which is bullish for ZB. Bigger picture, we've now got an RSI 14 buy signal fixed. So I'm thinking we may well see a bit of a rally on ZB short term, but this buy signal is suggesting that we are going to see more upside on TNX and more downside on ZB after that. We shall see. All right, CL. Possible double top here, which is breaking down slightly. I'm leaning fairly strongly towards the downside here now. And NG has reached the triangle resistance on the bigger picture, and I'm leaning towards seeing a high here and a reversal. We do have a 60-minute sell signal that's already reached the possible near miss target. All right, let's have a look at those on the bigger picture. Okay, on CL. We've got a weak RSI 5 sell signal fixed. We don't have one of those on WTIC, but the RSI 5 buy signal there has reached the possible near miss target. This actually was a perfect backtest of broken triangle resistance so far. So this would be a very nice area for it to fail, and we're back below the daily middle band. If it can hold and convert that into resistance, then I think we're probably, well, the triangle target, minimum target, is a retest this low here at 63.57. Looking at natural gas, this looks like a double bottom that's broken up, but there is no double bottom here on the nat gas index. What we do have is the triangle. Now, I was saying when we were down here near the beginning of August, I'll dig up the video tomorrow, but I was saying that if this triangle was going to continue forming, then we'd head back and hit this triangle resistance next, and we've hit it. If it continues to form, I'd expect to move down into the triangle support, bit of a bounce from there, and then the obvious move down from there would be to retest this low here at 1.52. I'm thinking we may well be about to see that in the next couple of months. Therefore, between CL and NG might not be joyous for energies. So, although it'll be handy for everyone coming into the winter, of course. So we shall see. I'm liking the downside from here. Obviously, this could break up. If so, we haven't got a bad-looking double bottom here already. But this triangle, well, it's looking pretty good so far. Next obvious target would be triangle support at 2. All right, let's have a look at GC. GC is trickling higher, 60-minute sell signal fixed, not really delivered anything so far. SI went higher. We had a nice looking double top set up there, which didn't deliver anything, and we've gone higher. I've got rising support now in about the 31.4 area, and we'll see where it goes. HG has been heading higher as well, consolidating a bit with the dollar rally today, but nice move up. All right, let's have a look at those on the bigger picture. And on GC, no current negative divergence. We're at the stage where we could easily develop some. We're going through this trend line here, and on the weekly chart, a while back, I drew 3 obvious resistance trend lines. We respected one, then broke it. We respected the second one, and then we've broken it. I think we're heading towards the third one in all probability. I've got that up in about the 2800 area. So that would be the obvious next target. We've got an RSI 14 sell signal fixed, but if we get to 2800 and RSI 5, but if we get to 2800 area, then chances are both of those will fail. SI, we've got a possible, no, we've got a daily RSI 5 sell signal, which is fixed. Wondering about some retracement. We do have a very, very obvious flag target at a retest of 33.5, which hasn't been showing much sign of seeing a retracement before we see that. That's the obvious next target, and we may well make that. I've got that at 32.75 on the silver index chart, which is the one I'd mainly be watching probably, and we've now got an RSI 5 sell signal fixed. On palladium, no current divergence, fairly steep retracement. Platinum, again, steep retracement, but this looks like a bull flag, which is broken up with a target at a retest of 1008.80. Looking at copper, no current divergence. I think we've left the possibility that this was going to be a bear flag behind. In terms of the index chart, weak RSI 14 buy signal has now made target, and we're now basically at the 50 back. I don't think this is a bear flag. My lean would be we're probably on the way back to a retest this high here at 5.199, although I would note that that level was a new all-time high by quite a margin, and wizard and nosebleed level, so we shall see. All right, looking at GDX. RSI 14 sell signal fixed, showing no sign of making target. Possible RSI 5 sell signal brewing, but if we go any higher, we could well lose that. Obvious trendline resistance here I've got in about the 41.8 area. We haven't quite reached that yet. On the hourly chart, no current divergence. On GDXJ, possible RSI 5 sell signal brewing there too. And we're getting pretty close to the obvious resistance trend line there, which is in about the 51.5 area, but haven't reached it yet. I'll be watching those when they reach them. No current negative divergence on the daily chart. All right, let's have a look at the other commodities. KC, we've got a 6-minute sell signal fixed. We've also got a target very close above at a retest of this high here in about the 272.4 area. I'm expecting that to be reached probably before we see a retracement. We've got a nice looking double top set up here. I could be mistaken. SB, 60-minute sell signal is fixed. Delivered absolutely nothing so far, still continuing higher. CC, this did look as though it might be a double top, but it has continued higher. Obvious next target would be a retest of this high here in about the 82.30 area. ZW looks as though it's heading back up into a retest of this high. That's in about the 599 area, I think. On corn, we've gone higher, and on soy, we've gone significantly higher. This was actually something I was thinking might be a double top earlier. We've been continuing higher, and I'm wondering whether grains might actually continue higher and not retrace the way I was thinking they might. Okay, CT, nice looking double top here, which sell signals already raid the possible near miss target, but the target here is a minimum really at about 72.2. Lumber, looks like it's heading back up into this high, which would be a retest of 547.89. On live cattle, 60-minute sell signal is fixed, hasn't delivered anything so far. We do have a target above in about the 186 area. And lean hogs, could have been a double top, but has been trickling higher very, very slowly. Weak 60-minute sell signal, we've been going up so slowly that it hasn't even failed, although it's come close a couple of times. Leaning towards the upside there. All right, let's have a look at the bigger picture charts on those. KC, no current divergence, coming up to the retest of the high here at 2.718, which is the obvious next target. Sugar, no current divergence, looking pretty stretched on the RSI 5 and the RSI 14. We do have a target above at a minimum of 23.65. So I'm expecting to see that reached, and we've got an extended target in about the 24.1 area. CC, no current divergence, should see a retest of this high here at 8242 next. Could see that go higher afterwards. Wheat, RSI 14 buy signals reached possible near miss target, no divergence here. Could we still be heading to this IHS target? Well, the IHS never failed. While it hasn't failed, we've still got a target up here in about the 642 area. On corn, no current divergence, heading up towards possible inverted head and shoulder neckline, which I've got in the 423.6 area. And on soy, weak RSI 14 buy signals reached a possible near miss target, no divergence on the RSI 5. This could be an inverted head and shoulders. It's not really good enough that I've marked it in, but that's something I'm thinking about. We do have another opportunity to form an IHS in about the 1087 area, and we could be heading there next. CT, a possible RSI 5 sell signal is brewing. and we may well see a reversal right now. It hasn't fixed yet, but it's definitely thinking about it. I'm wondering about a reversal here and a possible little top forming here. All right, great. In that case, I think that's a wrap. So I will stop the recording there, have everything posted as soon as possible, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow.